Welcome to use Vamed Medical ECP MC3 product. Through this video, you will learn how to use ECP MC3 equipment safely and effectively. Let's introduce the front panel of ECP machine. On this panel, you will find the main power switch, computer power switch, patient emergency stop button, oxygen saturation button, NIBP button, ECG cable, and air pressure gauge. Here you will find that this is bed elevator remote. You can press up a button to lift the bed and the bottom button to descend the bed. Start treatment. At first, turn on the main power switch and the computer switch. Let's look at the screen monitor. Now it's coming the welcome interface of Vamed Medical Instrument Company, ECP MC3. When a new patient came to accept treatment, then we need to enroll this new patient. Now we enroll for this new patient. Here we will give his ID number. For example, this new patient, we give the new ID number is 00200. And the other information, if you want to input, then you need use the soft keyboard to input the other information. After finish it, you press the submit to enter into this treatment interface. You can look that the patient ID number is 00200, just the ID number we given before. And if this is not a new patient, it's an old patient who came here before, then we use to log in his old ID number we given before. For example, this old patient, and his given ID number is 00100. Then we log in. Now we look at his old his ID number is displayed here, and we can overview all his old database. Now let's start treatment. Please ask the patient to lie down on the treatment table. Then remind the patient go to the toilet before wrapping the cuffs. Wrap cuffs on the patient in the order of lower side cuff and upper side, and connect the hose at last. Now you can see that our engineer has wrapped the upper lower side and the cuff one side by the other side. When wrap the cuffs, please pay attention that the lower side cuffs place the upper edge of the cuff as high into the groin as possible. Cuff cuffs, the edge of the cuff should be just below the knees. The upper side cuff, the lower edge of the center seam should be aligned with the patient's coccyx. Apply the ECG electrode to the patient. We attach the lead electrodes to the electrode cables first, and then connect it to the patient body. Please pay attention to the electrodes. It's divided three colors: white, red, and black. On the right electrode, there is LL. It's positioned on the abdomen to the left, and LA, the black one, is below the clavage to the left shoulder, and the white one is below the clavage to the right shoulder. Now let's look at the monitor. There's coming the patient's ECG waveform. Apply the finger clip sensor to the patient and place the emergency stop button within the easy reach for the patient and instruct him how to use it. Now we look at the monitor and press valve. Then we can see that there are up arrow and down arrow on the ECG waveform. And we set up the pressure for the patient for the treatment. And please see that we can transfer the unit here to HG to MPa. Now we set up the treatment time. The minimum treatment time is 5 minutes, and we cannot decrease more. Now we can use the upper arrow and down arrow to increase and decrease the size of the waveform. Now we can see that the oxygen saturation has been displayed on the monitor. Now we can press pump to start treatment. Now the machine is left only 55 seconds, and you can see that we have locked the monitor, and we can unlock the monitor display, and we can stop pump in the middle of the treatment. Then we can hear that there's no pump sound given out. And now if the patient want to go to the toilet in the middle of treatment, and we can press pump and to stop to pause the treatment. And if we return to the continue the same patient for the treatment, we press pause, then press pump to continue the treatment for the same patient. If this patient is finished treatment and we change to a new patient, then we select next. And if we want to review the date information for the patient, we press review. Now we continue the treatment. We can stop treatment in the middle of the treatment anytime if there's some requirement for the patient. Now we can see that only 9 seconds for this treatment. The maximum for the treatment is 2 hours. Now it's finished the treatment, and you can see there are 2 selections. One is end the treatment for this treatment, and the other is review the treatment date. Okay, the treatment, the doctor maybe want to review the date for this patient. So you can turn back to the ECP MC3 systems interface and press management to enter into this date management system. In this system, you will look at that here in this column, you will find that all the patients who has been treated ECP machine. And in this column, you will find all the treatment date for each patient. For example, this morning we have a new patient who we have given the name. ID number is 001200, the first one. And after we select this patient, then we can see that his treatment record has been stored here. And if the doctor wants to review the date for this treatment, for this patient, you can press this treatment record. And then you press report. Then you can see that in the machine, we have recorded all the dates for this patient in 5 minutes. Treating time is for 5 minutes. And you will find all the information for this patient: ID number, name, sex, database, every details information. And here in the middle of this report, you will find the ECG waveform and the fingerprint waveform. And also you can review all the parameters you choose for this patient. For example, the oxygen saturation, heart rate for this patient, and DS ratio, and what time, and the scanning speed, and everything you can look. And if you want to review the other minutes for this patient, you can move this arrow to review the other times of patient of the date. And after you review it, you can exit to turn back to the management, and press exit to turn back to the main menu.